On Thursday, contractors were invited to a special sitting at City Hall meant to analyze contracts for completed projects under KCCA, those ongoing and projects about to begin. But the sitting turned chaotic as the contractors' representatives declined to present the contracts signed by KCCA as part of a $288 million loan from African Development Bank meant for road construction in the city.
Please, this is Uganda, this is not China. You go there. You go there.
The Deputy Executive Director later defended the contractors' conduct, saying the documents contained sensitive information and that they were waiting for guidance from the Solicitor General.
We need guidance from the Solicitor General. There's information here that is supposed to be confidential. There are signatures and powers of attorney, account numbers, information that is confidential. There are financial statements of the company. A lot of reference information which somebody can misuse.
The technical people who are privy to this information, who know the signatures, who are very familiar with these signatures, are they angels from heaven?
But does this have any backing of the law? Peter Warubiri is a lawyer.
Have they cited any law which allows them as civil servants of council to hide information from the Lord Mayor and the councillors, which law requires interpretation? I know of none. Those contracts are between City Council and the contractor. So under the Kampala City Council Act, who constitutes council? It's not the ED, okay? It's not the deputy ED, it's not the engineer of this council. No, it is the Lord Mayor and the councillors.
So as accounting officers, we are your supervisors and you account to us, and in turn we also account to the people. So if you deny us vital information, you deny us the record we want to execute our work properly, you are responsible for the chaos.
Lukwago, who heads the KCCA Council, told NTV that he's not about to give up on his demand for accountability.
I'm ready for a long haul. It's going to be a long haul. The response we shall be giving will be determined by the conduct of the accounting officers, by the conduct of the ministers. I've developed a thick skin, prepared for any eventuality along the way, which ultimately may involve impeachment, I'm aware.
But where did it all start? According to documents seen by NTV concerning the 1.09 trillion shillings loan from the African Development Bank, the city's executive team, led by the Lord Mayor, Lukwago, hoped that the amount would construct at least 200 kilometers of Kampala's road network, but the technical team, led by the executive director, allocated it to 69.7 kilometers. And of that, 911 billion shillings would go for construction of 69.3 kilometers of road network packaged into 5 distinct lots, complete with walkways, water drainage works, junctions, street lighting, public toilets, tree planting, roadside markets, parking areas, and construction of bus depots, among others. 55 billion shillings, a component described for supervision, monitoring and evaluation, project implementation and support, financial audit by the Office of the Auditor General, and development of urban design guidelines. 13 billion shillings is allocated to provision of road maintenance equipment to KCCA and establishment of road safety unit at KCCA. 925 million shillings is for training in basic construction, entrepreneurship development, and training in business skills. Another 44 billion shillings is for public transport technical assistance and supply, as well as delivery of 50 eco buses. And 40.7 billion shillings is for compensation and resettlement of project-affected persons. But contention comes with a breakdown in the spending, and Lukwago's team want to be sure that the details presented to the council are captured in the contracts.
The fracas you are seeing right now is on insisting on the documentation, on the contracts and other relevant documents in support of the breakdown they have given to us. Because when you look at that breakdown, it's weird, it's unjustified, it's untenable.
The Lord Mayor's team also raised the red flag over money allocated for compensation, saying local leaders already successfully convinced the project-affected persons to cede their land gratis.
To the tune of $11 million US. And we are asking, please account for this money. Give us the documentation relating to this money. They are saying, no. Those are private matters. We are asking, what is so private about these contracts?
Also under query is the fact that part of the contract money is allocated to financial audit by the Auditor General's office.
Actually, it's a constitutional office which has got its own independent budget. It sounded weird and wanted to see the contract. Is this really enshrined within the contract that the Auditor General is also going to be remunerated by KCCA from this very fund he's supposed to audit?
Earlier, the Lord Mayor's team raised concern over inflated costs of road works, a claim that was dismissed by the technocrats. However, in our simple calculation, if the 1.09 trillion shillings African Development Bank loan is used to construct 69 kilometers, it means that with other amenities factored in, each kilometer will be constructed at around 10 billion shillings, almost 3 times the cost of constructing a kilometer of road in Rwanda, Kenya and Ethiopia. Edward Muhumza, NTV.